Welcome to Storage Chasers. Yes, we are storage unit buyers and resellers, and if that is your thing, then you have come to the right place. So stay tuned so you can follow the adventure. All right, we are back at it again today. We have won another auction. This one is for a pod. We had never purchased a pod before or won a pod in an auction before, so this is a new experience for us. Possibly not a new experience for those of you who watch, but basically what that is, it's a big container that somebody, like a trailer or something, but you fill it up and you drop it off at the location, and they pick it up with a forklift and they stack them all up and pile them up into a warehouse and store them, and that's how they store your stuff. We actually won one of those, and it takes 24 hours apparently for them to find it, dig it out, and bring it out to us. Even though it was up for auction, they would have had it near the door, I would have thought, but we can't go get it today. So as the sun goes down, we are preparing our truck and trailer to go pick this one up first thing tomorrow morning. It is a bit of a drive for us as well. It's about an hour-and-a-half drive each way to go pick this up. All right, we chose this particular pod because it had a couple of medical items in there. It had like a hospital bed and a mechanical lifting mechanism thing in there. Also looked like it had some boxes and stuff like that in the particular unit. And as soon as we get there tomorrow, we'll give you a little more information on the unit. Welcome back to our location. We have made it to our unit, and we are at a pods location. This is the first time we've ever won a pod in an auction, so it's a new experience for us, which so far we're enjoying. The place was pretty close, right up the freeway. I can actually hear the freeway past the trees here. Plus it's a really pretty view because there's like a little river running through here. You can see the shimmering water off in the distance there. Really nice little river running alongside the freeway here behind their facility. And what it is it takes 24 hours. So once you win the unit, you call them up and you tell them you want to come get it, and they set it up within the next 24 to 72 hours. You go in, you pay a deposit because you have to pay for this unit up front. It's not like all the other ones on Storage Treasures where you pay a fee, then you come in and pay the balance here. We paid the whole balance online, then they scheduled it, and then we come in. We paid a $100 deposit, cleaning deposit, to the guy, and we gave him our driver's license and a copy of the paper so he could pull it. And he's going to pull the container or the pod out, and he's going to bring it hopefully right over here, you know, behind where we can do that, and we're going to load it up into the trailer. We broom sweep it out, and we are going to get our deposit back and head back home. And it wasn't super bad. It was like an hour drive away. It's a little bit windy out here, but I want to show you the paperwork that we got for it here. Ooh, if I can. So we did win this one on storagetreasures.com, and it cost us, winning bid was $120 with all applicable fees. It was like $138. After that we paid $108 online. And yeah, it's an 8x12 pod. It is a lean unit, and we're going to go through some pictures. Let me lay this down here because the wind is going to kick over there on the other side. I'll show you if my fingers will work. Alright, so yeah, it's a pod. These are the pictures of what we saw, and then there was some boxes, say kitchen and stuff on them. The pod, that's on some fragile stuff, some Christmassy looking stuff. But yeah, that's what we got. Those are the pictures. He is bringing our pod out now, so we will do our check it out, and I'll get back to you as soon as we open it. All right, so we moved the container. We were originally parked down there, and he brought the container over here, so we had to move. But yeah, this is the picture from that we bid on, and here is the live. Looks just like the picture to me. Yeah, so not too bad. It should fit in our trailer nice. It's got a little bit more moldy, mildewy on it than I would have anticipated for it being stored inside. Yeah, got some interesting stuff in here, I'm sure. We're gonna get it out and get it into our trailer here. Whew. And yeah, but we were able to, I don't know if you can see the signboard right here, it actually had the person's name, the customer's name, and we were able to Google that name and find out that the person was an older woman in her 70s, and her current address as of a year ago was in a hospice care facility. So my guess is that her kids put her in the hospice care and just packed all her stuff up and threw it all on in here. So we have got to get through this stuff. Don't know if there's a way to reach out to the family members if we find anything personal in here or not. So we will research that, because the guy didn't tell us anything. He just brought it out here and dropped it off and told us come back in when we want our money back for the deposit. So we're gonna get clean this out. We'll show it to you when it's empty. All right, pod cleaned out, wall to wall to wall to door. Whew, way better than when we got here. And whew, this is everything in the trailer to the door ending here. And this was a 8x12, so basically a 10x10, but it wasn't stacked super high. But there was a lot of stuff. A couple of big furniture pieces, like the hospital bed. It's kind of heavy. That's definitely a two-person job for that. But yeah, we will be going through this. This will probably be a couple video series, because there was a lot of totes and boxes that we'll end up going through. And because it was an older person, I'm hoping for maybe some vintage, some, you know, nice older stuff, antiques maybe. So stay tuned. We will see you when we get back to our home base operations. All right, we have made it back to our home base of operations. We're gonna be laying out our tarp out here and pulling out the stuff from this pod. I think it's gonna be a couple part video series, because there's a lot of stuff in here. Yeah, it's gonna take a minute, I'm sure, but stay tuned. We'll start pulling up. All right, we got some of the stuff out of the trailer. Maybe a little more than half of it. The trailer is empty. We still got boxes and totes and still some more furniture in here, but we're going to go through for part one. We're going to be going through all of the large stuff so we can get it out of the way. Whew, and then we'll dig into the other stuff in the next parts. Not sure how many parts we're going to make this. We're trying to keep them short again, but sometimes I can ramble and it goes on and on. So we're going to start off right here. We've got this cool walker. This one doesn't have wheels on it, but still cool walker. We've got a Invacare wheelchair, and it's got the little buddy pegs. Ooh, looks like it's got a lift belt here. If you don't know what a lift belt is, then you're not a CNA. So, but that's a buddy lift thing. So yeah, you put that around your client and around you, and you lift them, support them, and move them with it. The chair was ours, just holding the tarp down. We had this little weird ceramic-y kind of a hollowed out fake rock looking table thing, and we're hoping we have a piece of glass for it somewhere in the unit. I know we saw some glass in there, but we'll see if we have a piece for this. If not, I may have an extra piece, and we'll take that to the flea market and try and sell it. We got the hospital bed here is next, and it looks like most of it is here. It even has this like overhead self-lifting triangle chain thingy that mounts to the headboard or footboard. Just have a mattress. Mattress is not in spectacular shape, but that's okay. We've got the bar, got the crank, got all the wires. It appears that it's just needs to be wiped down. I don't see a lot of rust and stuff, which is really good for selling these. It is missing one of the wheels over there. It's missing one of the wheels on the headboard or footboard, whatever one that is. So we have to see if that is in the unit. If not, I think we have a source where we have a guy, we know a guy that's a wheel guy. So we'll see if we can get that. And we'll put this together, test it, and try and sell this really quick. It's got the rails, everything. I mean, this is a full, complete one, so this will be really nice. And this will definitely make our money back on the unit, just, you know, in this. All right, and next we've got one of these body lifts. This is not an electric one. This is yeah, this is one of those hydraulic-y, so you got to pump up the people. It is chromed, pretty nice, but needs to be clean. Got some rust showing up on here, some pitting and stuff. So anything that goes into any storage units out here that's not climate controlled is going to have, it's going to look like that, unfortunately. We will clean it up, see if somebody's interested in it for, you know, a little bit of money, and we can help somebody out, and we can get rid of it at the same time. It's all good. Also has the lift blanket with all the straps on there, so that's a key thing. That's really nice. Next we have this little table. It's a metal table. It's got all brass little feet and fitting and nuts on it, and it has this marble, green marbly, granity top piece. And I know the marble's heavy, but it is missing one of the connectors over here, so maybe that's in the unit too. If not, that's gonna be hard to try and find something that's brass. Go in there. Again, maybe another flea market type of sell piece. I'll look it up and see if I see anything like it, so I can get kind of a price range, because I don't want to just sell it for like $5. I mean, the brass alone is probably worth $5, and there's a cool lion poles and stuff. I may just snap those off, use them for something else. Next after that is the big comfy chair. Yeah, I don't know if we want to waste our time with this one here. We have it sitting out in the sun right now to sun bake. Try and clean it off. It doesn't look in super bad shape, but it has been in storage, so yeah. And she reclines, and she reclines, so we have that working for us. And we'll see. I know there's people that would be happy to get it, especially if it is an actual like Lazy Boy branded one. That'll be good. Over here we've got this bluish greenish chair. It's got cool wooden feet. The front of this foot came off, but we do have it in the truck or in the trailer. This one here is complete, but it's got splitting to it, so this probably is not going to make the cut. It really needs to be reupholstered, and it is kind of flimsy to me, feeling anyway. So probably won't do anything with that. We did get a couple of rugs in here. I'm not going to unroll those for you. They're stained and not anything good. This piece keeps falling over, so I just laid it down. It's a you get it open. It's a 4 divider, room divider kind of box that you can change behind, kind of a thing. Looks like it was hand painted, so that's kind of cool. For how it was stored, I don't know if you can see it. Let me get up here closer. It does have a crack in it that went from the back side through here, so it's split right along here. I don't know if those can be repaired easily, but then on the other side, let me get to the other 2 panels. Over here you got giraffe and zebra. On this side it has a small split crack right here. So yeah, I don't know if they can be repaired, how hard it would be to be repaired, and then if somebody wanted to like sand it down and paint it some other way, I mean, it might be a good project that way. But you can see it's got the bigger hole over here. It is just like, it's cheapy balsa wood. It's not nothing spectacular, but we got it. We did get some bedding that's in here in a couple of bags, and some nice nasty pillows, and a air mattress thingy. I'm thinking it's an air mattress. Maybe it's a pool floaty. I don't know. Something weird and stupid. Either way, we did get this cool yellow blankie that was covering the blue chair, but now it's out here and it's pretty stained up. We got these materials, rolls of material. I don't know too much about material, especially older stuff. This could be good vintagey stuff that somebody's looking for. I don't know. Yeah, so we'll take it to our local vintage material store lady, and we'll ask some people and see if there's any value in this kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's not in bad shape. Seems to be a lot of it so that there's enough to do some damage on something. Just don't know if it's what people want. This one looks like it got wet, so it's stained there, but maybe they can use other parts of it. I don't know. Don't know. All right, then we got this cool little pink chair here. Probably not going to make the cut. It looks kind of cute, but it is coming apart. I mean, I know I can glue this. Needs a paint job. Might be a good kid's little chair. We'll think about it. This one here I thought was pretty cool. Had the eagle on it. Has some like gold leafings type of stuff on the legs, but the arm is broke. So that was kind of a bummer. I've seen chairs like this before, and I thought, okay, that might be something interesting somebody would need, but it's really not that heavy of a chair. I thought it would be better quality than that. Next chair is this one here. It's also in pretty rough condition. That's probably why they had all the materials. They were going to maybe recover these. This unit was, remember, from what we looked up from the lady's name that we found in it, was an older lady in her 70s that got put into hospice, and we believe her kids may have put all the stuff in the container and yeah, just let it go to auction. Maybe the lady passed away or something, and they just couldn't deal with going through the stuff. I don't know what the situation is, but you know, as we go through maybe some of the other stuff that's in the unit, we'll find out a little bit more about her. We had these two chairs here. These are little rattan outdoorsy pieces. They're really tiny. Doesn't do it any justice. The sides are kind of flimsy on these. I don't know, you know, no heavy person can probably get into them. I barely fit my big old butt in here, but yeah, I don't feel secure. We got this little piece rug, and it's a piece, that's for sure. We also have this rattan piece here that may need a cushion, which we will look and see if there's one in the unit or in our pile of stuff that we got. But this one might be something that we could sell, because these you can actually paint them to match your outdoor decor, and that'll be cool. Next piece is, I want to bring this one out here. This is a table. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a table that stands up like this, so it's like a picture, and it's got a cool picture on it. Don't know if it's doing it justice there, but then you can lift it up and pull the leg out, and it's actually like a little card table with like a hunting scene on here. We're hunting dogs and stuff. It's got a little bit of damage on the outer edge here, but that is just so cool. And it is older. You can tell by how it's put together. It's older. You need to be popped back in and maybe re-glued. So that one may be a piece that we try to resell. Oop. Stay. Then we got this outdoor rattan, kind of a, I think it's a plasticky rattan piece. It has some cushions on there. Don't know if the cushions will be any good, or if we want to invest our time in cleaning those to make it into what it is. But we may have some people that may be interested in something like that. And then it had this like matching little table here that has two glass pieces that kind of look like they go to it, but then I don't know if I would trust that. Then we got this green metal rack here I got laying down outside, but yeah, it stands up, and it's got the little shelves in there, so once you open up the two sides here, it'll open up, and then you got like 1, 2, 3, you got 4 little shelves. It's a little nice little wire shelving rack thing. So we've got that going for us. And then we got somebody give me a hand. We got this big old pink hand molded hard plastic chair. Probably be really interesting in a kid's room, but for now we got it right here in our yard. We'll see if it'll clean up. We already had some interest in it from some relatives, so we'll see how that pans out. Then we got this cool chair here, older style chair. It's one of those that you twist to raise it up. Pretty much all wood. Probably not for a larger person either. Got a little bit of damage here that could probably be re-glued down. I know there's people that actually replace these pieces, but then you just put like a cushion on here and it looks nice. But this is a nicer vintagey piece. You know, you can't buy stuff like this anymore, you know, except for the retro that's made differently. And this is very, very nice. So we may try to sell that as well on there. But that is going to do it for video number 1. So hopefully you guys will stay tuned for the other parts when we go through some of the totes and some of the other larger items that we have. And yeah, whew, please like, share, subscribe, comment, all of that good stuff. And as always, we will talk to you later.